If you listen to this, it's Monday, motherfucker. Welcome to Black Opinions Matter. I'm your host, standing in for Amin and Jerv. I have Jason Madison joining us. This is your host, Black Trey. What's good, y'all? I got some good energy. I don't know why. I just been pumped up this week. I don't know if it's because I'm going back to Compton and doing something great, but we're gonna kick this show off. Starting, we're gonna talk about BMF, the finale of the documentary. Uh, a special someone. I don't even call that nigga special, but he dropped an album that didn't come out, but came out. And then we're gonna talk about Britney Griner. She's home. You know, I don't know if this is Biden's work or not, but we got her home. And we're gonna talk about Little Princess Haven, a little bit of Eli. Elon on Twitter, and yeah. So, thank you for rocking with us. Um, Subscribe, rate and review. Tell a friend and tell a friend to become a Patreon, and let's start the show. Jason, what you been up to, man?
Man, I've been moving. I moved down the street to a new spot, and yeah, I've been working too, man. I bought a camera. Actually, due to our other podcast, Growing Up the Same, check that out wherever you can get podcasts. One of the guests that we had on there, Samir, actually two of our guests, Samir and Trayvon, the other Trey.
I was
Um,
gonna say the other one with no NE at the end.
exactly. They produced this short film, 38 at the Garden, about Jeremy Lin, that's on HBO. And they were having a screening in which they were having me do a recap or film a recap of it on Friday at the Japanese American Museum, which was dope. And J.J. Abrams hosted the screening. So, I don't know if you guys know about like the Oscars and how all of the stuff like gets
Tell niggas.
nominated.
First of all, black niggas don't know who J.J. Abrams is. Can you tell
Right.
niggas
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams is?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I The homie Gavin was there and I was trying to tell him and he didn't know. It's like, and niggas be in the culture and like don't really be knowing who's who on that side. So JJ Abrams, long story short, is the nigga who's directed the last three Star Wars movies. You know, he's kind of a big deal. He's one of the biggest.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I seen a picture of you and a white man, and I was like, "Who the
Yeah.
fuck is this?"
Right, and that's what a lot of niggas did. I feel, which is great. I love that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because that lets you know, like I'm fully tapped into my film. You know what I'm saying? World, and yeah, man. He not only directed Episode 7, Episode 9 of Star Wars. He directed the two Star Trek movies. He has another film, Super 8. I think Cloverfield might have been him too. Um, so yeah, he's known in Hollywood as Baby Spielberg. Um, he's just a master of sci-fi suspense. Um, just a great filmmaker. He has the production company Bad Robot, which produces a lot of TV shows and films and stuff. So even if you don't love Star Wars or Star Trek or haven't seen any of his movies, you've definitely seen some of the stuff that his companies have done. And he's fully tapped in with the Disney, activity. So he's high up on the totem pole. So yeah, so they had this screening, which he hosted, and basically for the Oscars, for things to get nominated, they all of the movies do this campaign called For Your Consideration. So if you ever been in Hollywood, you might have seen a poster of a movie that came out 6 months ago, and you're like, why is this movie poster up right now? It's not even in theaters. Whenever it's like nomination season, they want to get the Academy voters' attention. So they have either small screenings or they send out goodie bags, gift bags, booklets, screeners of the films to advocate for the movie. So this is what Trevon and Samir did for 38 at the Garden. And yeah, so that's what I did on Friday. That's what I've been up to. Now I'm trying to edit that and get it out to the streets.
Look at you, man, working amongst working. And I was gonna say, only person that would be jealous of you meeting JJ Abrams is probably a mean, and that nigga not about to
Right.
listen to the pod, so he ain't gonna never know this existed.
Right, exactly.
But
Exactly.
shouts to you,
Yeah.
networking and
Yeah.
landing that, and I can't wait to check it out.
Man, shout outs to you
Jerv,
for the plug.
hey man, that's how the network works. You introduce people to introduce other people, and that's how it goes. Just thank you for not secondhand embarrassing me off the strength
Of
of my
course.
name.
Right.
Um, Yo, look at Jerv, stupid. Jerv, Haven had a Christmas pageant. This is her first, right?
Yeah, it was her first Christmas pageant on Friday. And it was dope, yo. She was the motherfucking star, as everyone would imagine. She stole the show. She let it be known that she was out here trying to sing. She was dancing. She wasn't shy.
Now hold on
Um,
now. Are you being daddy biased or did you really mean that?
no, no, dog. Like I got y'all know me. I got the footage. So if niggas really want to see, I show cats. I got the footage. She by far like it was pleasing to see her comfortable. Just you know what I mean, be comfortable up there. She had a little moment. She dropped something and she tried to pull. If y'all know that Seinfeld episode where homegirl the Jerry was dating the Joan that was always getting upset or whatever over dumb shit. Bette Midler's what's them Jones called? The backups called I don't know
What,
what the
backup?
back
Like
like
a stud game?
Oh,
stand-ins.
Oh,
stand in,
stand
stand
in.
in.
Okay,
Like a
okay.
body double. Yeah.
No, not the body double. Like if the star is not can't make the performance, the person that takes their spot.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Stand in.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
one of them, and then she dropped something and wanted them to stop the whole play. Haven dropped like they was banging something. They was banging something. Well, hers fell. And, she had a little moment. Like, hold up, wait. I need y'all got somebody got to hand me my joint. Like the show can't go on until I'm back in the mix. But all in all, man, it was dope. It was a dope dad moment. Just seeing your kid do something for the first time, be comfortable and like it. You know, it was dope, man. So just I'm not out here doing anything other than just being a quote unquote watch dad, and and it's kind of dope.
Bro, it's okay to be a wash dad. We accept it. Like I'm leaning on you, bro, for the dad blueprint. But I'm also happy. I don't like to use the word uncle loosely. I feel like Haven's fake ass uncle. Via via our friendship. And I guess she has tons of internet uncles. Um,
she got
but
she got them all, dog.
that's what I'm saying. So to this point, man, I think it's just dope just watching her grow up via the internet. I've never met Haven, but just a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? Whether it's Mari and his kids, your kids. I ain't never seen a means kids. I ain't gonna never see that nigga kids. I'm gonna accidentally bump into that nigga kids 15 years down the line and be like, yo, you look like somebody. And they're like, yeah, my dad is a me. And nigga be like, oh shit. There you
Oh
go.
shit.
That's your dad? Bet. But yeah, man, I think it's really cool and really inspiring that you get a chance to be there for her important moments as well as like just the daily shit. You just not like a visitation daddy or what I mean, playing the part when it looks good on social. Like you really locked in. So that's very admirable and commendable. And shouts to Princess Haven
Appreciate
if
it.
she does want to pursue a life on the big screen. You know what I mean? We'll know that you're not forcing it and that she actually
Yeah.
loves the camera. Because I don't want you to be like these
One thing
athlete
she not gonna
parents.
let me do is force her to do anything, dog. I'll tell you that much.
All
If
right.
she don't want to do it, it's
Okay.
not happening. Like she's not
All
one of
right.
them
Well,
kids.
that's a good thing, man. Because niggas is doing that with sports right now. Nigga, kid really just want to be a nerd, and nigga just out there just got them getting hit with the rock, and let them kids be the kids, man.
Let them be
Um,
kids.
but yeah, man, just catching up on life. Everything's good. I'm moving towards positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Last 3 weeks have been very dark. Um, and we just moving into a direction. I got the Compton Career Fair coming up. I'm sorry, Compton Creative Career Fair. It's different than any other career fair because mostly career fairs, when you hear career fair, you think about the fucking booths. You think about people just going and just potentially not getting hired. Well, we're going to do this at Douglas Dollar Hyde Center. And from there, pretty much uh just tapping in on that end as far as like special guests. I'm not gonna say who I'm bringing out, but Jason mentioned Trayvon and Samir earlier. They're going to be on the panel talking about their careers. They're both from Compton, and we have some people from Wyden Kennedy, my job, and also some other creatives that will come out, you know what I mean, and speak on the panel. And then from there, we're holding some jobs. We're holding some companies accountable. So normally you say, oh, yeah, we want to invest money into these inner city communities, these impoverished communities and things of that nature. Well, I challenge the jobs to actually hire on the spot. So I'm doing professional headshots. We're doing interviews right there on the spot and getting people hired, remote jobs, and teaching them how to manage money. We got Cash App coming to teach you about small businesses and things of that nature. And then I'm also giving away Delta flights so you can take your black ass somewhere and see the world. So everybody gonna have a good time. If y'all want to fuck around and fuck up my shit, I got the Compton sheriffs there. They gonna arrest your ass. So I ain't playing. You know what
Man,
I'm
you already
saying? We
try, you
doing
already trying to
something.
scare niggas away.
I ain't doing nothing. Nah, just be on your best behavior. You know what I mean? For
Nigga
something
said 12
special,
is gonna be
endorse.
right up
This
there.
nigga
You know what I'm
basically said, "Hey
saying?
now, hey, don't be up in this bitch
Hey,
embarrassing me now."
hey, you know what I'm saying? Compton show out, Los Angeles show out, Southern California show out. Fly in if you don't. In the great words of Nipsey Hussle, all money in. I got black vendors all from Compton. I got Hispanic vendors all from Compton, all being poured into the community. Come spend money with Compton. Um, Thank you for giving me that time to promo my shit. Now let's get into the show. Uh BMF finale. Jerv. They got my nigga Big Meech. They caught my nigga. They caught my nigga in Texas, bro. He was living a quiet life. He partied out. He did what he needed to do. And they kicked in the door and got my nigga.
Were you surprised that this
Nah, I
happened?
mean,
I just want to know
nah.
how I'm responding to that.
Yeah, right.
No, I wasn't surprised. Obviously, we learned a lot in the documentary. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, um, this was 15 years of conspiracy, which is crazy to me. They had nothing on him really like that.
Nothing. Because I think
Nothing.
back then, I think they said Cass was just getting basically, I think it was like 3 to 5 for drug charges. And
Right.
then, and it just shows how I mean, to me, let me ask you this. How shocking is it, right, that Meech is the loud, not that Meech is the loud one, right? And Terry's the conservative one, right? But how shocking is it that the loud one is the one that was super duper cautious and the one that was the super duper on point about it's like, you know how like on Madden and 2K, and I'm not trying to glorify drug dealing by any stretch of the imagination, right? Like, please, I'm not glorifying it. It's just I'm from the 90s. It's just a different era, and I saw shit, and it was cool. Like, not cool, like it was cool, but it was cool. Like, so, but how shocked, like, it's like, well, you know how Madden and 2K, right? Like, no matter who the nicest nigga in the league is, they're only a 99. There no one's 100. Like, there's no such thing as perfect. Like, Terry and Meech, literally, out of all the stories that I've ever heard about, whatever, them dudes is like like if we was doing like a video game, they would be like a 99. Terry's only flaw is he talks on the phone. That's crazy.
And the nigga Meech don't like the
From the
phone.
game. Let me just make that clear. His
I was
flaw
from
from the
gonna say.
game.
Yeah, for the
I'm
game.
not saying
I was
Yeah,
gonna
flaws
say,
in life.
yeah.
but
His
to
flaws from the
also,
game.
Superb drug dealer.
I was not shocked. Right. First of all, fuck drugs.
Yes.
Shouts to the drugs that save people, but fuck drugs. Right. Secondly, fuck jail. Um, how they were hitting people with Ricos, white people with Ricos for 20 years, and then giving these young brothers 30 years to make an example. That nigga Meek's still in jail, by the way. He don't come home till May 2029, Lord willing, right? And
Lord
I do
willing.
believe that he wasn't gonna come home and do the same bullshit, but he deserves a chance to be in a society and do what he wanted to go legit. You know what I mean? Like again, we are given these tools to make something better of ourselves. And of course, sometimes the tools is selling drugs or whatever to survive. So I can't be mad at them for doing what they needed to do. But I would be a hypocrite because my mom was on drugs and shit like that. But for the most part of it, they shouldn't have been doing that much time for what they did. And the fact that
No
Meech was always
bodies.
he was trying to go
So it's no
legitimate.
bodies.
No, there's no bodies.
I mean,
Well,
nobody that we would know. You feel
Oh,
me?
come on now.
so
Come on now.
hey man,
Let's be
listen, I'm
honest
just
with
going
They,
off
hey,
ourselves.
of
he
what the
knew.
cops
Hey,
said.
Let's
There's
he knew how to run a
nobody.
clean operation, brother.
let's be honest with
There's
ourselves.
nobody. It's
Okay.
like
It's
it's
not
nobody.
yeah, it's nobody else here, Jerv. It's just us. You know what I'm saying? Like we can be
Hey,
honest
we still.
with,
Hey,
with each
man,
other.
you know how niggas yell free your cousin. You know when he did that shit. That's what
Exactly.
situation we in.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So it's like I
no
get it.
bodies.
I get it. Niggas kept a clean sheet, and like you said, Jared, they played the game at 99. I'm more look at it like you should, you know, be rewarded for your capability to play the game so well.
It's-
Like, you
I
know?
mean, look, dog.
Because it happens to the white guys. I mean, look at my nigga from FTX. He's out running the streets. He running around like he Pac. And, and these young brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Look, everybody ruin lives in their own way, right? Everybody
Precisely.
ruin lives in their own way. Making cats lose all their bread or whatever the case may be can be just as effective, probably. I would imagine, with all due respect to anybody who's been through it, family members or whatever the case may be. But seeing your bank account at something on Friday, and then on Saturday, you see that thing at whatever it is, and it's not a situation where you can call the bank and be like, "Hey, there's fraud. Like I need get my bread back." It's just like, no, fam, it's a
Yeah.
wrap. Like,
Yeah. The
yeah,
same way drug dealers take away years of people's lives and all that. You playing with somebody's, you know what I'm saying? Bank balance, it's the same deal. They work hard years and years for that. So I feel like, we be getting unjustly treated in the penal system. We all know that. So yeah, I definitely screaming free Meech. You know,
Um, Meech said he felt like he was a success story because even through all that, his son is now an actor. Um, and doing it the legit way that he always dreamed that he wanted to do for his dad. But obviously, if he would have went through any of the different situations, he would have went straight, clean, narrow. I don't think this shit happens for him. I don't think. Yeah, he's home, but he lives a simple life. Ain't nothing wrong with a simple life, by the way, while I'm saying this. But it wouldn't have reached the magnitude that the impact that it's left that he did when he sold drugs. You know what I mean? Like his parties is so magical. His time in Atlanta was so magical. His time in all these different areas was so magical to a point that it resonated in hip hop. You know what I mean? Like
did
that
he
people are
did,
still glorifying it.
did he give us Jeezy and Gucci?
He gave us Jeezy. He gave us Gucci. He gave us Fabulous. Like, you know what I mean? He funded a lot of careers when niggas was like, hey man, you
I
know,
heard stories about Street
um,
Fan.
so like overall he's did his thing, and people should be grateful for his contribution to their careers, you know what I mean, despite him having to go down and sit for 30. um Again, before all these documentaries, I used to hear about BMF all the time. Blue Da Vinci's from Carson, which is fucking funny as shit. um and crazy. You got to give also Meech's leadership skills an ultimate salute because he had Bloods, Crips, Vice Lords, GDs, every potential threat all in one place, and everybody stood in line. Everybody stood in line. Never got out of hand. Never did anything that was, you know, detrimental to the thing until they got cracked down, and then everybody started snitching. But
And yo, but that's the wild part, bro. This man literally did everything in his power to make everybody in his circle, right? Make everybody eat, right? Everybody ate, everybody had fun. From what we can tell, I'm sure there was some shit that we just don't know. And quite frankly, I don't really want to know, right? It's not my lane. I don't really need to know all them details. But this man allegedly has hooked everybody up. If you came and you got your money, everybody was getting paid at a handsome rate. Nobody was being led down a line of being a flunky. None of that shit. And niggas still was greedy. Niggas still had side shit. And they shit was so well done that it's not even their own doing that is the reason that they even get like ultimately caught. It's cats in the organization that doing side shit that get caught up with the side shit. And now they ratting on everybody, giving them what they need in order to make, have the probable cause or whatever they want to say it was, to tap phones and do all that shit or whatever. All because you got my man, the car boy, who just sang. He just sang. Boy, they said boy got off the airport, off
He
the
turned the
airplane,
boxes in.
and just turned around and was like, "Oh, all right." He just gave it up. Like, fuck it. I guess it's time for me to go. And then the boy that was doing the side deals, like, yo, if niggas would have, I mean, eventually it would have came to an end, right? Like, cause everything comes to an end. There's literally, I mean, well,
Well,
everything.
I think at the end of the day, like you have to rely, and it's like not everybody's gonna follow the rules after a while. Like, oh shit, did I freeze?
You back now, I think. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, you're gonna have to keep expanding the empire, and the more people you introduce, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna not want to stand tall, So it's like, especially the little guys, they gonna be the first ones to roll over.
And that's crazy because the little guys was probably making more money than any other little guy that was down with anybody else, and they still not happy. Yo, you can't please niggas. Niggas is always going to find a reason to have an issue with something, no matter how much it's being like going in your favor. It's always going to be like, but damn, I'm getting this much, but I should be getting this much. No, nigga, just play your part. Like, just play your part. Your time will come.
Hey, but I told y'all, because the meme was like,
But they ain't play
yeah,
their part.
if everybody getting money, nobody's gonna be upset, and I just need my space in the club, and I'm like, no, it's still envy, nigga. Envy is everything, because we all could be millionaires on this call, and Jason can make that shit look better than all three of us, and I got the most money. I'm going to envy Jason, and vice versa. It could be that way. Envy, fucking downfalls, all that shit. And in a particular situation, that's why niggas is doing side operations. That's why niggas is scared and singing and all that other shit. And look, and also you had to look at the pecking order of that shit. If you wasn't a street guy, they hit the guys first that knew. And we talked about this shit the other time, Jerv, where I was telling you, like, not saying that you were seeing, but you got more shit to lose.
But
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
I'm a
You're not gonna
civilian, my
give.
nigga.
You're not gonna.
I'm supposed to sing on everybody.
But
Like,
that's
yo,
no, no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
even
no, no.
supposed to make
You
it
not.
I'm not even supposed to make it to the house, dog. Like, before
But
yo.
no, you not. You not supposed to sing. But what is street code? Street code is, man. It's like unwritten laws. None of this shit should exist, but it does, because we hold your standard is set until it's not set. You get what I'm saying? I could be like, Jason, yeah, nigga, I'm a real nigga. I don't do this. And then I get cracked. And then Jason be like, what happened to the real nigga
The
shit?
nigga,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? Like, it is
Nah,
what it
that's
is. So
it's always all
But I'm
good
on
until
record
it's
saying I'm a
not.
washed dad as a civilian. So, like,
He's like,
niggas
don't put
shouldn't be
me under
shocked
that.
if I sing.
Yeah,
Like, yo, I'm singing, my nigga. Like, my bad.
like you knew what it was. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of niggas like Trey say, like They like, I'm the kingpin, I'm the big dog, or I'm this, I'm that, I'm the realest nigga ever. You ain't never seen a nigga realer than me. And then the cops show up at the door and like, huh? Yeah, give me a Sprite and a bag of Popeyes, nigga. What you want to know? Like,
Yo, yo, you just made me think of that meme or that one of them. Not it's not maybe not even a meme. One of the shits I just seen floating around. It's like this bull and like he's at the table, like he getting interrogated or whatever, and he got like a Coke and like something else. It's not Weebay, like it's an actual kid.
Oh, you talking about where
And
you
then
talking about where the nigga tuck his shirt in and everything?
I don't know if he took his shirt, and I just know the caption says, you know, like yo, you know this nigga then gave up everybody or some shit like that. Niggas be giving it up for like a fucking $8.50 at the Poppy store, my nigga.
for real, bro.
Like yo, these dudes ain't even getting like 5-star meals. Like they just be
Bro.
like, oh word, yo, go yo,
Hey,
go to the blank store up the block. Yo, get me whatever. Like they go get their regular shit. No, dog,
listen,
go get some.
selling me out for a number one has got me hot. Don't sell
That's
me out for
crazy.
no number one.
And they not even gonna supersize that bitch, my nigga. They just gonna be
Oh,
like, yo,
God.
let me get a number one.
Your
They
fries-
might
your
ask for like a
fries might be-
dessert with that shit.
Nigga, your sweet tea not even sweet, and your fries might be cold. Nigga, you out here
Let me
just
get a
selling it up.
frosty or an apple pie, whatever respected place that they asking from.
Man,
But yeah,
that
go
shit got
ahead.
to taste sweet as fuck up in there, man. Niggas probably thinking they gonna be eating on some slop. And they get
Man.
a salted French fry. Niggas is like, oh yeah, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be all right.
You
Bro,
know,
it
it'd be
never
like, yo,
pa-
you supposed to chew a certain amount of times. Like, you know what I mean? Like you ain't just supposed to like gulp down your food. Niggas be getting every bite out of that shit, my J. Like it'd be like 30 bites per 30 chews per bite or some shit.
Yeah, that shit nuts, dog. When you really think about that shit. Hey, moving on. Shouts to, Free Big Meech. Shouts to Terry, Southwest T. Shouts to Lil Meech. We waiting to discuss BMF season 2 coming out next month. So we'll be discussing that. The documentary was well put together. Shouts to 50 and his team. I thought I would never have to say this nigga name again, bro. But 2022 is just living up to the best it could potentially. I did not have this shit in the cards, Jerv. I did not have this shit in the cards that R. Kelly would drop an album secretly, not secretly because it showed up in our fucking streaming platforms, but allegedly secretly to the record label, Legacy Records. R. Kelly drops an album called I Admit It.
Why, yo? Like, yo, it's like when OJ was coming out with that book. I'm not saying I did it, but if I did it, this is how I would have did it, or whatever the fuck the title was. Like, yo, my nigga. Like, yo, first of all, when they hit the stream, how many of y'all, like between the two of y'all, did any of y'all just think like, nah, get the fuck out of it, like this is fake, right? Like you had to think it was fake,
Nah,
right?
I told y'all. Remember, I sent it to the chat.
Oh,
I
that's
said,
right.
look, this nigga it's real. I thought it was fake. I thought nigga was just, one of these little accounts trying to go viral. I said, yo, this is real. And then I look at the last 3 tracks. And it says, I Admit It, part 1, part 2, part 3.
Nigga that are trapped in the closet for his
So I'm like,
confession.
But then here's the thing, Jason.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I can't listen to this. I can't get caught listening to this either. But I'm curious.
You gotta be curious.
So I'm like, fuck, I can't hit play on Apple Music because it's gonna show the last thing I played. So I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
30 minutes later. 30 minutes later, bro, they done pulled that shit down and said that nigga bootlegged the album. First of all,
and now you hot.
Because I missed an opportunity.
You missed the opportunity.
I think somebody ripped it though. I think it's on YouTube, but I don't want to give him his streams. But I'm really curious to what he said. And that's all it be. Niggas be mad, right? I'm gonna be honest, like people don't like being honest.
That shit probably
this is the thing.
roll. That shit probably roll.
This is the thing. People don't like being honest. They'll judge you and be like, knowing you got curiosity. Knowing you got curiosity, whether it's bad or good. Nigga can say, oh, he got shot in the head. You know what? A nigga gonna click that video because they fucking curious and nosy. It's human nature. So, fuck R. Kelly, first of all. I can't give him streams, but I do want to hear I Admit It part 1 through 3. Because I'm so curious. Trapped in a Closet had me in a fucking chokehold in 2005. I bought the DVD.
How
I
many parts?
listened
How
to
many
it.
parts was Trapped in the Closet? It was like 20.
I think it was
25.
13.
Some parts. Nah,
Did it
he
get up
went
there?
past
No,
13,
man,
bro. He went
no.
way past 13.
You just checked out at 13,
Yeah.
man. Because it got it got super duper. It got wild. It got
And think about this though. And think about this. Niggas is in the car. Listening hard. Like, what's the next thing the nigga gonna say?
The next twist, yeah. Nah, it was
Like,
definitely
oh
some
my
Tyler
God, a
Perry
rubber,
storylines.
rubber. You're like, a midget, a cop. What?
I'm not
like,
I'm
how
not gonna
big
lie.
is
When
this crib?
I'm not gonna lie, dog. The first like 3 or 4 though was going crazy. Like
them just slapped. They slapped.
yeah,
They
yeah.
slapped.
Like
They slapped.
when he first
Niggas is
realized like
sick,
what
man.
he was doing, it was like, oh, this nigga is like going in. Like it was crazy. And then you saw the
Bro.
videos with the the
Look.
random what was it? It was like on some daytime soap opera production value for the music videos. Oh man. But yeah, fuck R. Kelly. Just want to make sure that that's known, stated. Yeah, fuck R. Kelly as a staff record label.
Motherfucking crew.
Yeah, like that nigga, man, he needs to ride under the jail. And it's people still like, because I actually
Nigga,
got
I was
into it.
walking down the street, bro, and
I
I
was
seen
I
a
got
lady
into it with
pulling a
somebody on
speaker.
Twitter.
Wait, what?
I got
Yeah,
into it with somebody on Twitter, nigga, about R. Kelly the other day. Like when this shit dropped, because somebody, like, you know, some Twitter user, this like, it's black chick, she was like, oh, do we something, you know, do we believe that, or do you believe that he's fully innocent based off of, I don't know what the fuck, I guess he's being retried, or he's trying to bring the case
Oh
back
yeah,
or some shit.
he
Yeah.
trying to win off of some what's the shit when they
Technicalities.
technicalities and shit
Yeah.
Nah, my
the
nigga.
evidence.
And
I mean, he
I
already
had
done
to
beat one.
yeah, I had to shut it down though, bro, because it's like, come on, let's be honest with ourselves. Like, you know, fucking shade room people, like, nigga, I saw the tape when I was 13 in 2001, nigga, going to Fairfax, like, nigga, he pissed on a little girl. Like, that nigga should be rotting under the jail for the rest of his life. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, niggas asking for Twitter likes, do you think he's fucking innocent, is just ridiculous. So, like, whenever I see some shit like that, I just kind of get beside myself. Like,
Hey
come on,
man,
my
I'm
nigga.
Yo,
a
and Trapped in the
salute you.
Closet was after that, right?
It was. He
Right.
had a whole career
Yo,
after that.
This nigga, this nigga's had, real talk, dog. We were like, if you really think about it, right? We were that Boondocks episode.
Yeah.
Like, nigga,
Yeah.
dog, this
Yeah.
nigga
But
had
no,
us like,
you have to understand.
that's crazy.
First of all, you have to understand cancel culture didn't come around to like 2017, 2018. So a lot of niggas would have
This
got away with
wasn't it.
murder, bro.
Yo, his shit. I mean, that's real.
Like a lot of niggas would have got away with murder, bro, if a nigga didn't have a voice now. We have a voice now where a nigga can low-key get bullied and be like, fuck. Like, shame is real now. Shame didn't exist.
It didn't exist. We
Like,
weren't really even trying to cancel niggas, bro. Like,
but
we
also
was like,
shame didn't exist. A nigga not gonna be like,
Yo.
hey, you listen to Tory Lanez?
Niggas was more
shit didn't
outraged about
exist.
Milli Vanilli being fake, my nigga, on some real shit. Then this aspect. Then I might have just dated myself by saying Milli Vanilli, because y'all niggas don't.
That's
Y'all
It's all
niggas ain't
good,
even
bro.
react. Y'all,
It's
damn,
all
y'all don't
good.
know who Milli Vanilli is?
I mean, I know who
I
Milli
do
Vanilli
know who
is.
I do. Girl, you know it's true.
The hair and shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Look,
love you.
I'm so used to a meme being here and no what the fuck. Yo, if y'all would have just saw y'all faces, like I was expecting like a real reaction. Y'all niggas was just like,
No, I mean, Jerv, you have to understand.
I'm old as
You're what,
shit.
42?
41, dog, not 42 yet.
He said, "Don't put that on.
week,
Don't
nigga.
put that
A
jacket
week.
on him."
2 weeks,
Oh,
my nigga.
2 weeks, nigga.
2 weeks.
All right,
Nigga.
leave it
Let's
to
get it
Jerv
right.
to fucking fight a fucking 2-week age gap.
I
He'll
got
be
2 more
happy to
pies
fucking
before I
turn in
turn
40.
42, my nigga. That's all.
This nigga.
So much can happen
All
in
right.
pies weekend in 2
Right.
weeks.
Let him get his vibe off, Trey.
All right. Let him remain fucking 41 Savage for the rest of his life. He's
Exactly.
immortal, fucking immortal at 41. God bless. I'm gonna put it out there, bro. I'm not 38 yet, but I'm 38 because my birthday is right there. So I'm just gonna fucking claim 38 because it rounds off in the next couple weeks. But yes, dog, niggas is crazy because shame was such. It's a new thing. It shouldn't be new, but it's a new thing. Like niggas did not judge you off of who you voted for, off what you listened to, off what you watched. Like a nigga be like, well, that's him. The internet now has the fucking the Circe walk through naked and niggas stone you. That's Twitter, bro. When you making a fucking decision that nobody fucking agrees with. I'm not saying that niggas should not have shame, but times have changed to a point where niggas low-key scared to enjoy whatever the fuck they want to enjoy.
I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
niggas was. I
So
feel like
so think
niggas
about
was
that
more
though, Jay.
aligned. Yeah.
But think about that, Jay. You just went through a battle with a complete stranger over a fucking opinion.
Right.
Over R.
No,
Kelly.
for sure.
10 years ago, nigga wouldn't have said nothing. You probably would have been like, and look, and now I'm gonna be devil's advocate. We go to the Rams game. You play Sunday service. I tell you, I don't want to hear the shit. What you say? Nah, you gotta listen to it.
You gotta hear it. You gotta hear it. It's fire.
So I'm in the car, Jerv. I can't control the music. I'm in his car. He plays the Kanye shit for me. I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. He plays the shit, and I'm sitting there like, it's cool. But I'm probably not gonna listen to it.
Yeah,
again.
you still wasn't really rolling. You still wasn't really.
I'm still not rolling, but it was like
Yeah.
I'm in his car. I don't have anything,
Yep.
but I'm also not shaming a nigga or listening to it. It's like I had a Sunday service hat on.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
did.
fucking funny shit about it. I had
you
a
did.
Sunday service hat on.
I was
Yeah.
about to
This
say
is
that
fucking
it just
funny.
happened to me, but I didn't have a Sunday service hat on, so maybe it's like, yo, I'm cool.
That was
No.
part of my confusion with Trey. Was like when we got in the car, I'm like, you fuck with the album, and he was like, I ain't even listen to it. I'm like, but you got the hat on. Like,
I just like the merch. Just like the merch. I didn't know anything else. It's easy to separate the two, bro. Like I'm not. That's the thing, and I try to do that. Like, nigga, I listened to Tory Lane's last album, and it's fucking good. And niggas is like, I'm like, damn, can I even enjoy this? Like, niggas is gonna be looking at my shit like, nah, that nigga shot Meg, bro. You a bitch ass nigga for listening to him, and I'm like, damn, why gotta be all that? Like, I don't even know these individuals involved. First of all, I don't know them. I'm not a celebrity. I ain't gonna never cross paths with these two people. Meg's not going to give me a day and then, all that other stuff. I do understand the sentiment of it, but my anger is not going to change the jury. My anger is not going to like reach Tory Lanez. He's never going to read my shit. So I'm just like, I'm separating the two. Who's your guilty pleasure artist right now that you're still fucking with and they canceled?
And niggas canceled.
It can be movies too, or comedy. Who you fucking with?
Easy. And I think about it every time I see this fucker on television. It's Seinfeld. Niggas don't like, yo, like cats still be laughing at Kramer. Kramer had a whole episode.
Oh yeah.
Right when Seinfeld was about to be on all streaming platforms, and Jerry's going around, and he got the whole nigger. You should be like that whole rant, bro.
Yeah.
I watch because there's three shows that I watch just on some either background noise or because I need background noise. Like I'm from the city, I can't stand peace and quiet. Like peace and quiet is torture to me. It's like
I
can't stand if it's too quiet. It's like something's not right. Like it should.
So
be
if you had
noise.
a white noise app and you got a chance to create your own sound, it would be Seinfeld.
No, for that I need the sounds of I don't care where I live. If I can get the sounds of the hood,
Right.
if I can just get the sounds like literally just
niggas
something
need
that
the
says the
Calm
sounds
app,
of the hood.
the Calm app with like hood sounds though.
Come on, dog. Like more
Yeah.
like Trey, you know how it is. When we
Niggas,
potting in the summertime,
yeah.
the
Mhm.
first you want to know this a nice day in Philly, let me pod, and you'll hear nothing but motorcycles.
Right.
Nothing but motorcycles, four-wheelers, all that shit.
So
Like I
you
need
have the revving of the engine and sirens.
nah, not the sirens, more so like the chatter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like car
Okay.
horns or something. Not the chatter, but the car horns. Like, you know what I mean? It's like niggas is gonna blow their car
You
horn,
know what's
dog.
fucking
Like
crazy?
this.
I was on a call and it was like an important call. And the fucking sirens was going by. Like, like going crazy. And I'm on New York Street, bro. The person I was talking to was like, "Hey, you in Brooklyn, huh?" I was like, "Damn."
Like
Yeah,
niggas know
bro,
it's
I'm in
active.
Crown Heights right now. I was
Right.
like, he's like, "Yeah, man, them sirens sound the same, bro." He's like, I miss it. And I was
But
like,
they tried to cancel Seinfeld too, Jerv, over dating a chick who was 18.
Oh shit.
They
Look,
tried
bro,
to
I forgot about that shit.
retroactively cancel him when the Me Too shit came out, and I think he made that article about New York, and it was like one of those times when it was like anything was happening, and it was like niggas was like, "Oh, I know you not laughing," like you know what I'm saying, type shit.
Hold up, fam.
Yeah, like it was one of those. And so they tried to like unearth all the shit from the 90s where he was dating this 18-year-old when he was like in his 30s or whatever. But my guilty pleasure canceled artist is without a doubt Dave Chappelle. Like, and I'll stand for Dave Chappelle. Like,
Dave Chappelle's, but he's a different
what?
kind of cancel. Is it like Dave
I
Chappelle's
mean,
Dave Chappelle's canceled for real?
I
Look, I
mean,
can't even tell. He canceled.
yeah, man, you know, first of all,
he's
the
kind
trans
of
community
canceled,
got
bro.
him up out of there, nigga. They been
Word.
off that
Yeah,
nigga.
bro. They tried to take his shit
But
off of Netflix. They was saying,
but
and
then again, Jerv, you know that, bro. It's just that it just didn't reach you. Like again, it's certain shit that just that it's like nigga throwing a paper boy running out and he throw the paper and the shit might hit your doorstep and you look like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with it today.
Oh,
That shit didn't hit your
he did have
doorstep.
that
It didn't
comedy.
hit your
He did
doorstep.
have that special. No, I do remember. I guess I just was. I guess I'm just on some shit like yo, that's my dude, yo. Like I'm not canceling. He my canceling boy. I he's
it's
one
not
of
the
the
question.
legends.
Yeah, it's not even the question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
like what are
I'm
we
not.
doing here?
Yeah, like, what are y'all talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
that shit crazy.
yeah.
For
What
me,
about you, Trey? Yeah.
damn. I don't know, man. I fuck with mad shit. Cause I just don't subjectively, I don't feel like I gotta explain myself anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I can't. I caught myself listening to like Best of Both Worlds one time. And I was like, fuck, I'm really enjoying this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Yo, I
Yeah.
just listened to
dang.
that over the weekend, dog, and I didn't even.
See?
I felt so bad, but it was like my algorithm was going, and one of the songs came on, and like
That's
I
fucked
didn't
up. That's
even
fucked up where
I
our
didn't
minds is
register.
set up though. That's not human nature though. I don't think that's fucked up. That you should be able to separate the art from the artist. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's Van Gogh or
I
whatever,
just
whoever
recognize
really
yo this
actually literally quoted it.
I just recognize yo this is a song that back and whenever
Right.
it came out was my shit. Like so
Right.
Hmm.
naturally, my first response was oh shit, and then it's like and then like it's because Hove's rapping, so you know I'm like oh this is crazy. I haven't heard this whole verse in God knows how long, and then you hear
Hmm.
Bull sing, and it's just like I was just like oh man.
Cause feeling you in stereo bangs, bro. I like it, man. That's my
No,
shit. But
he got a
again,
lot of shit that goes, but like I'll be on the other side of the argument and say that I'm now a victim of the shit hitting different, and not even the R. Kelly shit, because there's certain songs that like the Fiesta remix comes on, you know what I'm saying? That's a classic forever. Even if Twisted Like So Sexy comes on, like forever bang that. You know what I'm saying?
sexy,
Yeah, like it's certain shit that,
perfect for me, and I
but
like you.
but on the other side, like the Kanye shit. that I love, that I fell in love with, from graduation to college dropout, even We Major, like it don't hit the
We
same no more, bro.
You don't like
It
We Major no
Hey,
more?
I still
listen,
like it. Just I'm not saying I don't like it. It just don't hit the same. Like
you
Got
getting
you.
listening to
shamed
him
for it.
rap, yeah. I'm not even me getting shamed. I just feel like I never really
You
recognized how much
hey, you
I
feel like
like.
you gave so much to that word, those words. You hung on to those words, and now those words don't really match
They don't
what.
mean this. Yeah, like they don't
Yeah,
match what they used to mean. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
it's
real.
like he kind of fucked that up for
it's
me. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like if we like
Them beats is
it's like if we lived
crazy.
it's like if we lived or died by I Have a Dream, and then we see like some pictures of Martin Luther King on some bullshit, like some bullshit. Like
Yeah,
now down the line, these pictures come out, and niggas is like, what? Like
yeah,
that's how
yeah.
it is. It's kind of like,
Like
nah, I get
if
it.
we saw him, like if we saw them, Martin Luther King Jr. was like selling crack or some shit. Like
Yeah.
obviously crack wasn't out then, but it was just like if he was on some super destructive, like like how they be showing them pictures of him in like the do rag with like the cigarette behind his ear. Like we just seen him on, like in front of the corner store, like on some just ignorant like nigga shit. You be like, damn, this is I have a
I
dream,
mean,
nigga.
the algorithm is pretty crazy. The algorithm's pretty crazy though, bro. Like you'll be sitting listening to some shit, and then shit just come on,
But you
and
know
I don't
why I
fight it.
did? Because I searched for the album. Because I had to see with my
Okay.
own eyes. I did not click play. Let's make
So
that
the
all the way
algorithm served
clear.
you something similar to him.
It must have. It just put him
Okay.
automatically in my rotation. The shit was
Okay.
crazy. But I
See,
just hold up.
so you shouldn't
I
feel guilty of that. You should be
yeah,
more upset with the platform than yourself. Cause like
well,
again, if I'm sitting in a crib, like again, I'm gonna see my family, right? And if my auntie playing some Kales, I can't go over her and be like, hey yo, turn it off. We can't be
nah, but I'll
listening,
sit
bro.
there. I'll fight it. I will fight. I will, bruh. I if I catch myself, if like yes, naturally at first my shit's gonna be like, oh shit, and then it's just like,
All
I'm
right,
cool.
here go another thing, right? So remember when artists beef, Game 50, Kanye 50, Biggie Tupac. If one of those artists that you chose aside, Meek Mill Drake, if one of those songs came on, are you fighting it? You're not
He
fighting
just
it, nigga. You gonna be like, cause I done been with Drake and them, nigga, and the Meek Mill shit came on, and I looked around just to make sure niggas is nodding their heads, and they was fucking with it. Cause you can't stop it. You human, bro. You human. I don't care if you beefing with a nigga or not. You gonna be like, damn. It's just like if you see a nigga and me and Jason in the car and they be like, yeah, I don't fuck with that bitch ass nigga. And we see him, your body got the fucking muscle memory of nodding. Cause you don't, you know what I mean? Your brain not like really working at the same time where you be trying to fight the nod, like, fuck, I just said what's up to this nigga and I didn't mean to. It just happens. You know what I mean? And I think like it sucks because again, we're prisoners of shame. Again, we not streaming R.Kelly, first of all. Fuck that nigga. But I'm just
yo,
saying
I haven't been on
it's
the record of
crazy.
saying fuck R. Kelly yet. I just y'all have said it. Fuck R. Kelly. You can continue. I had to get that out.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
Yeah,
I
because
haven't said
niggas
I
niggas
haven't said
definitely is
it
gonna be
yet.
niggas
Yes.
gonna be in your mentions like, well, Jerv was quiet, man. That mean that nigga really rocking with,
I
bro.
just want to make it clear. Fuck R.
Um,
Kelly.
yeah. So we said dude name enough. And just transitioning. But it's interesting conversation to just say how much shame and how much like overall viewpoint of how we view things now as humans and getting older. You know what I'm saying? Because I was even shouts to Kent Jams, bro. Kent had me watch this Charlie Chaplin documentary. I want to say like 6 months ago, right? And I had no fucking interest in Charlie Chaplin. But what I found out about Charlie Chaplin, this motherfucker was marrying his co-stars, and they were like 14, and they were like 16. And as we get older,
How old was he?
societal, it's like in his 30s.
Damn.
But in a societal way, you think about your grandparents, you think about your parents in certain matchups in those type of times. My grandma got married. I mean, she had kids and got married when she in 1949. She was born in 29. She got married in 49. But the guy she was with, technically my granddad, this nigga was way older. And that shit was just so common till a point now we just of awareness to shame people, be like, yo, that's nasty. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Like same
So
shit.
when
My
you
grandmother, I think, was like 14 or 15 in like Mississippi. My grandfather was like 19 or 20 or some shit. You know, like niggas would
and
have
you look
niggas
at it,
would
it's
have
it's weird because you look at it like, nigga, my daughter would never, or because now we're of age and we know that it was not okay. But we watch Game of Thrones and we watch how niggas barter off they fucking kids and be like, yeah, you can wed her. And it'd be this old ass man, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what are we watching? But it was so societally susceptible. But like going back to that notion, I can't be like, yo, fuck Charlie Chaplin. He a bitch ass nigga for marrying them little girls because that's how that shit was. And we just aware now in 2022 that like that shit kind of gross. Or it's in a situation of like they not even purely mature or in the essence of even knowing what they, who they potentially can be when they reach the full age and pairing them with these grown men and etc. But you look down the line, Elvis, all these people that they love, them niggas not canceled like how we canceled all these other niggas. They not. Them niggas is rolling. They rolling
I
off this
mean,
bitch.
the obvious sin of R. Kelly that's in the public eye, at least in my mind, is the evidence. And it's like, nigga, the tape is what
Oh
is the
yeah. Oh yeah, no.
damning part. You know, it's like, yeah, you could do it. Like, we didn't care when it was Aaliyah, right? It's like, that's the perfect example. We saw it happen with Aaliyah and nobody cared. It was all good. Age ain't nothing but a number. Okay, like, that's not weird. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
then, fast forward 7, 8 years, we see a tape of him peeing on a 14-year-old, and it's like, oh, nigga, you are fucking disgusting. Like, but like you said, Charlie Chaplin could have been doing whatever. Woody Allen, like all these niggas was dating young chicks under
Mm-hmm.
18, was old as fuck, and it was like niggas didn't care because it wasn't no tape. Niggas wasn't taking the fucking VHS, the 35
Yeah, I
millimeter
mean,
Hollywood camera to film
yeah,
their
that shit is
exploits.
wild, bro. That shit
Like,
is wild when you really think about all that shit when you unpack it. Like being mad at companies, celebrities, entertainers, it's almost a waste of energy. But if you got that energy, go for it. I support it. But I can't do it because niggas not gonna be like, hey nigga, take them Nikes off. Nigga, you know they got slave labor over there. Nigga gonna look at you like, what? Nigga, I'm wearing these. Nigga, this shit is hard. You know what I'm saying?
These shit's hard.
On God.
That's
Like a
how
nigga not
niggas
gonna,
be though, dog.
for real.
it's real though. You gotta look at it like, bro, the slave labor over there is crazy. But nigga ain't thinking about how the shoes is made. Nigga, them shits is fire. That's it.
Niggas tried
Nigga, these
niggas tried
niggas,
to cancel LeBron over the China.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so when we really think about all that shit, bro, you could be like, ah, nigga, I ain't eating Chick-fil-A because nigga supported such and such. Or these is like real liberal Christian niggas. Like, what? Nigga, the food bomb. Nigga, they got #1 service. Nigga, what you tripping on? Like, again, it's always gonna be some darkness in anything we like.
#1 service.
Oh God, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even about to pick these battles with all these companies because we wouldn't have nothing. We wouldn't have like if you was one of them. I want to meet one nigga that's just really honorary. One nigga. If he ain't Jesus Christ, bro. One nigga that's like, nope, nope. I remember I was dating this one girl, bro. She like, I don't fuck with Amazon. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I don't fuck with Amazon. I do the mom and pops. I'm like, all right. So you gonna go to the store, pay $14.99 for some deodorant. Yeah, if it's gonna get the money right. Nigga, give me my deodorant for the 5 cash. I'm cool. Nigga, I'm not thinking like that. But niggas
Bro,
think like that, bro. I can't do it.
I tried the whole I forget when it was. It was
You know,
like
niggas
right
is
at the
pushing
start
the
of 2020.
niggas is
It was
pushing
like,
the anti-Amazon shit in 2022. That shit
oh,
was
I
fucking
tried the
funny.
no Target shit. I tried the no Target. It was like, yo,
No
don't.
Target.
Oh, bro.
Really?
It was, yo, it was shop at it was like support small business black businesses, right? Like Target wasn't one of them. So I was going to like Rite Aids and shit like that because I know Rite Aids in the hood are owned by black people. Nigga, what? I had to buy like yo, there's certain shit you just gotta get from Target, like toilet paper and like yo,
the essentials.
This nigga Jerv was walking out of Rite Aid with the 1-ply, the shit that gets stuck in his ass.
Because like yo, dog, if you want the good shit, that shit like double the price. Yeah, bro, like yo, like grocery stores. Nah, dog, like if you buy anything other than groceries from a grocery store,
this nigga trying to have morals with wiping his ass.
Like it's there, yo. It's so much cheaper for you.
That's the wrong place.
You try to have morals wiping your ass.
To have morals.
You a funny nigga.
Hey, I never heard of the Target.
Morality is funny though. Morality is funny in general. Your morals is tested. Like
every day,
I wish I was like in a situation with a bad chick and you just like your morals is tested and you try to see if you could, like if she was like morally supreme and you like, you got to put on this whole front. Like you just live morally like that. Nigga, you won't make it. You won't make it, nigga. You won't make it.
It's hard. It's hard enough. Imagine being like with a vegan, like super pronoun, super
you're not gonna make it, Jack.
Human rights activists, Greenpeace, Save the Whales. Like you got to try to do all of those.
Listen, you're gonna go in the car and take a deep breath, nigga. And
see
the only way.
Nigga might last like a month, dog. He might a month, 2, 3 tops, yo. But after a while,
hey, we can spend so much time. We can spend so much time on this topic, bro. We gotta move on and close it out, dog. They freed BG, and we ain't talking about cash money. We talking about Britney Griner. She home safe. She hopped on the plane. We had to make a sick ass trade, but we got it done. They traded Britney Griner for Victor Bout. If you niggas ain't seen Lord of War with Nicolas Cage, that's who the nigga about. You know, that nigga's an arms dealer. He done sold weapons to everybody in this motherfucking planet. But at the end of the day, our sister is home. You know, niggas is making the most outlandish claims for the past 250 days. Talking about niggas is yelling at them niggas that can't do nothing, telling them to bring BG home. But I shout to the energy. I love the energy. I love black people. Niggas is yelling at they local police officers. Bring BG home. Niggas like, nigga, they can't. Russia don't even know these niggas, bro. But at the end of the day, she home. She healthy. They done cut her hair and did all that shit, bro. But fuck that hair. She back at the house. You know what I mean? With her wife. Hopefully she, can find some type of peace. I couldn't imagine being locked up for 200 plus days. Away, life-changing situations.
In Russia. You gotta add that part.
Not in Poland, but Russia.
Bro.
Not in America.
Not even in America, bro. For some hash oil. Like, listen, bro. I was so curious to how that shit was gonna go down, bro. Because they were trying to give her 9 for that, and she, she stood tall. She, no pun. She sat, for 200 plus days. And, I was glad that the administration was able to get her home. Now, people still going to be upset. You know what I mean? Like, what's bruh name? I don't even want to be disrespectful, but Marine bruh locked up right now. Paul Whelan. Shouts to Paul Whelan. You know what I'm saying? It was, they basically put on the table, look, Britney Griner, Paul Whelan for Victor Bout. Niggas looked at the salary cap and was like, relax, right? We not doing it. But Paul Whelan's family, they real niggas. They not niggas, but they real niggas said, you know what? We not mad. We understand. I'm just glad somebody else coming home. I don't think we would have felt the same way, nigga, if they put Paul Whelan and BG and left BG up in that bitch. So shout out to his family having grace. I'm praying for your family. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think everybody would be happy for niggas like that. You feel me? If the nigga came home and BG was still locked, niggas would be like, nigga, that's racist. Or da da da. Like he could have threw that shit up. You feel me? But yeah, man, you know, Paul Whalen, hold
It
your
could have
head.
got real fly.
It could have got real kind
It
of,
could have
and that was
got real
already,
fly.
and it already got enough attention, right? It got attention from everything, like the WNBA, the NBA, President Biden. Like they felt like niggas wasn't even doing their job. But it's like, how do you even approach bringing a nigga home with a country that don't really want to fuck with us? First of all, we aiding
What-
they allies. I mean, we aiding
Bro,
their enemies. First of all.
we're low key at war with them niggas, bro. Like low key, like we're aiding them. Like nigga, the fucking Ukrainians are basically using our shit to get at them. Like we're
Yes,
sending
nigga.
billions and billions and billions of dollars to go fuck up Russia. Go ahead.
And
You know what I'm
all
saying?
of a sudden now niggas is like, all right, hey, I know we did this, but y'all trying to make a trade. That's like making an interconference trade. Like the Lakers and Clippers, like, hey, I know, nigga, we've been beating y'all ass for a minute, but can we get Bron? Can we get Bron?
Right.
And
It's
niggas
like
be
when a
But can we-
superstar tell you, I'm only going to get traded to one place and one place only. And that place is like, oh, all right, well, if that's what it is, you got to give up this.
Yeah. And it's like getting Bron and then them offering us like Zubac or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not even gonna give you the real shit, you know? Like, cause niggas have been trying to get Waylon home, nigga, for a minute. Apparently he been there
for a
since the Trump,
minute.
for the Trump
administration.
Yeah. So that's
And niggas was not getting him to the crib. So he been sitting, bro. So I mean, he a trooper, bro. I hope his mental good. I hope he, you know, when it's time for him to come home, he gonna be straight and they gonna take care of him the right way. But bro been locked for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And BG, you know, hopefully niggas not trying to throw her into no early interviews early on. She can get her fucking mental right and maybe tap in with us like before the season start. You know what I mean? Honestly, I would be okay with that, bro. Like if she even want to hoop. Like if you really want to hoop, because that shit, hoop ain't even important, bro. When you locked up 200 and some days. Nigga, don't even ask me about my contract. Don't ask me about nothing, nigga. I was more irritated. I seen some young ladies hop in the comments of a couple posts saying, yeah, this wouldn't have happened if they would have paid the WNBA players like the NBA players. She don't even make $1 million. She making 500,000 over a couple seasons, right? That bread wasn't gonna change the situation. That bread not gonna. They got 12 teams, bro.
But you don't think if she got paid what she was getting paid in Russia in the WNBA, she wouldn't have went?
I don't know, because that shit been going on since before us, nigga. So
I'm just saying, I think that's
I like the way they should set up. It's set up so they can get. I mean, unless they getting LeBron checks,
my nigga. If they said, all right, you know what, we're gonna start paying $1 million, $1 million, I bet you they'll still try to go get another bag.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. It don't fix it, nigga. It's optional. It's optional, nigga. It's an unfortunate situation that happened over there. Again, do I agree with their fucking laws? Absolutely not. But it's their fucking laws. And she just happened to be a prisoner of war. They took advantage of that shit. Because she would have been home if we wasn't fucking, you know, helping Ukraine and all that other shit and leaning on that shit. And Big T not in office no more. You feel me? Like, there's a whole lot of shit going on over there in politics shit.
But this is my whole thing about that, Trey, because there's been a lot of arguments, a lot of political arguments. I wish we had one of the woke bros on here to back me up. But you know what I'm saying? Like with the whole Trump, everybody, when I was in the barbershop, niggas was like, oh, if Trump was in office, she would have been out. It's like, what evidence do you have of that? Like, oh, well.
Nah, niggas just love listen, niggas
love Trump.
Niggas love Big T because he got them really checks. First of all, under Big T.
Niggas was using Big T. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say under Big T, bro, niggas was the richest they ever been in their lives. That's why the hood love them niggas. Niggas was up. Niggas ain't going. Hey, listen, it was niggas that didn't even get fired, was quitting they shit. Like, fuck it. Like, it's the most checks, most money I ever got in my check. So I get why niggas, because money is king to certain people. I mean, everybody need money, but money's king to certain people. And if you can help niggas get money, you could do the dirtiest shit in the world, and niggas gonna parade you. And in the
But that
hood, niggas was like, Big T. We rolling with Big T, and it's crazy because it's like you see blacks for Twitter, I mean blacks for Trump, and you like, nigga, who would ever do that shit? But then when you throw that paper in there, niggas is in there like, hey, you know what I mean? And I'm not
Niggas
but that
up on
saying
stage
that money came with a
doing
lot of
they
strings
song and
attached.
dance.
it come with a lot of nigga. It got niggas looking at Ice
Jay,
Cube crazy.
Jay, this
Nigga,
nigga
that shit
had
got like,
he had niggas up there fucking tap dancing, dog.
Yes, he
Like
did.
niggas,
Yes, he did.
niggas really said for the bread, dog. What
It's
you need me
whatever.
to
Yeah, what you
do?
need, bro. It's
Stop
whatever.
that.
Niggas
Like,
tap
come
tapping.
on.
And so yeah,
what they
niggas
say,
was
Jerv? What they say,
Stop
Jerv?
Like niggas is up there. Yeah.
hey,
Yo, dog.
but for real, like niggas was citing, oh, he got ASAP home and he got Kodak and Lil Wayne out of jail. And I'm like, Sweden is way different than Russia, bro. And like on top of that, this nigga Waylon has been in jail the whole time Trump was president. So
Whole time.
so it's like y'all acting like he has some special connection with Russia or Putin to let niggas slide. It's like he wasn't getting niggas sliding when he was in there. He wasn't worried about niggas, man. So it's like that whole
He's little homie, dog. Niggas gotta understand Putin is big
Hey,
homie.
for
Big
yeah,
real,
homie don't listen
word.
to little homie.
for real,
That's exactly what it is.
But what's
exactly.
crazy is I don't even think bro would even made like even with the pressure, he probably would have told niggas shut up. Like he wasn't about to be listening, taking none of that shit. He gonna move on his own. He probably
That
would have
nigga
been
would have made a
sexist.
couple.
He
He
probably
would have
would have
made
been
a couple
racist.
jokes.
You
He
know,
would have
like
been there
she
with the
shouldn't have
gay
did it,
jokes. Yeah, she
bro.
shouldn't
He
have did
would have been
it.
doing way too much, bro. Niggas,
bringing
I
up
hate
bringing
that
up
niggas is even.
fake
I
stats
hate that,
about people that use hash oil and all types of shit and how
bro.
it's like, yo, come on,
I hate
dog.
I hate that niggas even love Big T like that, bro. And I only call him Big T because Schoolboy called that nigga that, and that shit is still funny to this day. So I'll just be calling that nigga that for the longest, bro. But I will say, bro, when he was president, that shit was funny. It
It
was
was
funny
funny.
because I couldn't believe the shit that was happening. He made he legit made life like not real.
And part of that is going to our next point with Elon and Twitter. Niggas want that time back so bad, like where it was like, oh, Trump was on Twitter every day saying some wild shit, being funny, like you know what I'm saying. And it's like, yeah, it was funny, but it was also like pretty serious for other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Oh,
was a
nigga,
lot,
it was terrible for women. It was terrible for
yeah,
all all people
minorities,
involved,
yeah,
minorities, all that shit. But again, black people gonna handle shit differently. We laugh at every nigga. Britney Griner came home. Niggas had memes on deck. Like it don't matter. We laugh to like keep on going to stay sane in this fucking world. So like having Big T on Twitter, niggas send that shit to the group chat and laugh. Like, look at this nigga. He really doing this. Like a black man
hmm
would never be able to get this off. So it's almost comical to a disbelief. I know we got to lock up on this one. Um, but like the fact that all this shit is going on. I seen your quote retweet today, Jason. It's a Sunday. We're recording this.
yeah.
Um, about Elon saying this, what it was it what did he
He
say?
said
The
he said
pronouns is what?
he said my pronouns is Fauci should be prosecuted.
This is a
And
nigga that bought Twitter, nigga. This is a nigga
yeah,
who owns Twitter, putting this shit out, talking about the motherfucking doctor, the motherfucking scientist who makes sure that niggas is safe, bruh. And he's spewing that propaganda on his motherfucking platform. Like, my problem with
bro.
Elon right now,
Yeah,
I fuck with the Tesla cars. They
right.
hard. I get it. The next thing he trying to do now is put the microchip in niggas' brains so that niggas can see and do all that shit. I don't know if you've seen that. They've been
I
testing the
seen that.
monkeys.
I
They've been
seen
putting the
that.
chip in there. So like,
Yeah,
I fuck with his cyber technology and shit that he trying to advance. What I don't fuck with is him fucking up my favorite app.
you
You know what
feel
I'm
me?
saying?
Like,
A
bro,
lot
you
of
don't
homies
have
that
to
got
come through and
fired.
ruin Twitter.
Listen, you've been using Twitter long enough, bro, to not know how it works. You fucking it up by trying to make it like, nigga. I seen some shit where the nigga trying to make the character limit go up to 4,000.
4,000, bro. If there's anything that's gonna fuck up Twitter, it's that, bro. Like, come on, my nigga. You are fucking the game up, bro.
Well, this
Nobody
is
is
the thing.
asking for that.
I will say this. I will say this. It won't fuck up. We just gonna complain because we like what we like. Because niggas is talking about, oh, I'm leaving Twitter. Twitter still been working. I ain't leaving this bitch till it don't leave. I was sad because I'm like, I got some bangers on here. I got some archives. So like, again, rest in peace to my nigga Hovain. Whenever I get sad, I can go back and read his timeline. Whenever shit going on, it's niggas that you done talked to long time ago. They might have passed on. You can just go back and reflect. That's why I like this app. You made friends off of it. It's been funny shit. It's funny moments. We don't want to let those funny moments go because, again, I don't want to go and actually have to read a blog. I don't want to have to go and have to pay $1 to read an article and then send it to the group chat to discuss. Twitter gonna give me this little moment and we can have a whole fucking debate, a whole conversation off of fucking 280 characters and be happy.
It's like, bro, it ain't broke. Don't fix it. All of this
Don't
extra
fix it.
shit is like completely unnecessary. And it's like, yeah, and the thing that bothers me the most about Elon, again, like from a nigga perspective, because it's like, okay, we get into the whole politics, blah, blah, blah. That's my opinion, whatever. I ain't even gonna press that line. But bro, you're not funny, my nigga. You think you're funny, bro, but you're not a funny guy. Like, and you be trying so hard. Like, don't you? Everybody knows the try hard nigga. You feel me? And you're like the worst rich try hard. Like, oh, I'm gonna make this weird, uncomfortable joke for everybody. Like, all these niggas on your nuts, trying to act like your shit is hilarious with the fucking, you know what I'm saying, memes and the Doge shit and all that. It's like, cause niggas just want you to run the bag up. But you're not actually like a funny guy, bro. You niggas is just trying to get paid off of whatever you're doing. And like the fact that you think that you're some like hilarious comedian on Twitter, like, my nigga, stop it. Please knock it off, bro. So yeah, that's my note.
Elon, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You fucking it up. And on that note, for Jason Madison, for Big Jerv, for Amin on the DMP, this has been an episode of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. And get well soon, Jay. We love you. We miss you, brother. And we'll see you next week.